Hello and welcome to another episode of Woodward's Watercolors. Well, today we're back to the Inktense pencils. We're going to simply use the Indian ink pencil number 2020-2020. We're going to use it to sketch this gorgeous little scene from Bath. We're going to do it nice and quickly and we're going to see what results we come up with. So come on and let's give this a go together. Okay, so here we are. We've got the pencils sharpened, and what we're going to do really quite quickly is we're just going to lean quite lightly on this actually, and we're just going to sketch this scene out together. We're just going to make nice light simple lines, and let's see. Okay, we're just getting the lines and the structure of the buildings that are happening there. We're not going to focus too much on the detail. We're just going to try and capture what it is that we can see and do it nice and lightly, and just let the pencil kind of glide across almost in a sort of like a continuous line process. And obviously this paper is cold pressed, therefore it's got some bumps, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to take on all of the different lines, but it can take on enough that we want to see. And if I just grab the pencil that little bit closer in some areas, then I'm going to be able to get at that little bit more detail. Not that I want it to be fussy or pernickety, but just want to be able to capture the general kind of feel of the place. Now, because I'm going light, it means that the pencil is not going to break away and need sharpened every 5 seconds, which is a little bit frustrating when you have to do that. And then just this sort of meandering line, almost heading down the waist just in this section. Now I had actually, I'm actually working on this one a larger watercolor that I've used acrylic paint marker for it. So I'm just currently in the middle of doing it. I'm just working through it. And then these buildings coming up on this side. And just going to get some of the detail in there of them. Just thinking about the angle just ever so slightly as we come up this side and round this way. This is almost like feels sort of turning the corner back, heading round towards us. We're coming round the corner and back up towards us, just getting the general shapes of it. We're not focusing deeply on accuracy or loads and loads of the detail, but enough of it to be able to just give us the idea of where we actually are and what's going on. So just kind of scene, and then getting the severity of that line just across there. Another thing that's happening here is, so we've got this pathway coming towards us, and then not quite as severe as that, but severe enough. Just picking up on, it's amazing to me how, you know, if you pick up on just enough, it's all that you need. Okay, so we're getting near towards the end of the sketching bit. I really wanted this to be a nice fun little exercise, just a nice quick exercise, like almost a warming up exercise for us to just get into what we're doing for the day in the studio. The key perspective for me is on this right hand side, and where we can, if we can get it, we can get into the actual work of what it is that we're doing here. Now, because this pigment is so strong, it's not going to require lots and lots, you know, so just giving out little bits of information as we go here. Nice light-hearted sketch. I'm not going to give in that. Well, probably we'll give some of that detail just on that side. Okay, so that's all we want to do. And what we're going to do initially is just, if we take off some of the excess water of that brush. And we're just gonna, it just shows you how beneficial it is to draw really lightly. And actually the bath stone is this kind of a beige color, and because this is just trying to get, just touch lightly some of these shadows that are under the eaves here on the left hand side. So just going around the windows rather than, so just letting them still be light. Now the brush is going to carry lots of pigment from one place to another because the Inktense are so saturated with pigment. I'm going to get that one, and I'm just going to leave that across there like that because that's definitely darker than the other parts, and there's a light bit there. And just taking off that excess on the brush. And those dark lines which are important to observe, and we also can just go straight down that dark line of the light, the street lighting. Going round here again, and at this point we can just make some marks effectively, and again going around the windows rather than, so we're gonna, rather than go sort of through them, leaving the information of the windows with the line work, which is nice. I mean, I know that for some they really don't like how it looks whenever the pencil marks are left, but for me it's something I really love. It's just a few splats there and we're nearly there. And actually I can create my own kind of railings just with some of the colour. Let me just grab some of the pigment across there, pull it down. I'm just getting that little bit, those markings of the street ever so slightly. Now what else I can do as well is just do this, and there we are. Maybe the last thing that it needs then is just to add in the stampers. This is hopefully where he spells it correctly, even though it's only a 4-letter word. And he's looking for the H, and he's found it. And there we are. Bath sketch really loosely and lightly. Can you see how lightly I leant to be able to achieve this with the little Indian ink pencil, Inktense pencil, and my trusty 3/4 flat shading brush. I actually think this video could well be under 10 minutes because it's such a simple exercise. You can see how powerful the pigment is on these little pencils, and all I need to do is to just draw in and sketch lightly, and kaboom, when you add the water there you can add in all the shadows and give the information. It's a process, I suppose, of simplifying the scene, just getting into it, noticing what's important, putting yourself under the constraint at that time. I find incredibly liberating. I hope you really enjoyed that as well, and give it a go, and I'm excited to read your comments underneath just for a very, very simple and quick sketch, and don't the stampers just finish it off. So for more information about me, head to www.woodwardswatercolors.co.uk. I nearly forgot my own email address, dear. You find lots of information about all the different things that I'm doing there. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon, and I will see you for the next time on Woodward's Watercolors. Thank you for watching, and see you sometime soon. Bye for now.